The next part of our meeting will be the installation of our new officers, and we have Division D Director here, Ms. Michelle Attia, to present.
I want to start by saying I love whoever decided on the UCF colors. Go nice. You should decorate this way at every meeting. For those of you who I don't know, which is a couple of you in here, I'm Michelle Attia, I'm your Division D Director, and I'm really honored to be here to install your new officers. As we get started, we first want to talk about those outgoing officers, the individuals who in the last 6 months have really led this team, led this club forward into the type of success that you're able to celebrate, give out these awards, and move forward in the best way possible. We're first going to go ahead and thank them. So all the old officers, please, or not old, I'm sorry. The exiting officers, please rise. And first off, we want to thank you all very much for your service to this club. And I'd like to hear a round of applause from the club. You are all effectively released from your duties. As of this moment.
December 31st.
Not so much.
Well, yes, on December 31st. But I was just going to say, as of this moment, therefore your club is now in anarchy.
That would be nothing new.
At this time, we're going to go ahead and bring all of the incoming officers up here, please. We have Susan Morgan. I should have asked this name before. Is it Priya? Priya Gowrie. Hattie Nosir. Belina Wright. Julian not here. Tony Giddles and Stephen Wright. And if you could please line up in the order of the offices so that we will have President, Vice President of Education, VP of Membership, Public Relations, Treasurer, just going to be right here, so we're just going to pretend. And then we're going to have our Secretary and our Sergeant at Arms, okay? Sergeant at Arms, Stephen Wright, will you please accept the gavel?
Yes, I will.
Your job as Sergeant at Arms is to ensure that you have a great relationship with your building and your facility, to ensure that you understand exactly what's going on, if there's any conflict of interest, to make sure that the meeting space is always available, that it's cleaned up after you meet, it's set up before you meet. To do this, you also will be responsible for all of the club's many supplies, tools, etc. As a Sergeant at Arms, each one of your meetings are very, very difficult without you. Therefore, you are now responsible for every meeting perfectly well, and by making sure that either you are here or that you find a backup. Do you accept the responsibility of perfect meetings for the next 6 months?
Before you worded it like that, but yes, I do.
All right, wonderful, thank you. Pass the gavel down. Tony Giddles, you are going to be our secretary. It seems like you were already the secretary, and I've heard fantastic things about you in that role. And I'd like to know if you're willing to, as secretary, record diligently every moment of every meeting, to write down the words with the expression upon your face of joy and happiness at each and every time, to ensure that at any point somebody could go back into the archives and knew exactly what happened and to the millisecond. Do you accept it?
Probably not. But I'll take good notes.
Okay, there we go, good enough.
Thank you.
All right, Julian. Here.
Julian.
Does he accept?
Yeah.
It's money, he takes it.
Belina, you are going to be our club's Vice President of Public Relations. In the role as Vice President of Public Relations, you are solely and fully responsible for making sure that everybody outside of this club thinks that this is an amazing club. You're responsible for all advertisements, for driving the flow of guests and individuals to come in here, and for hiding any of the scandals that occur. Do you accept this responsibility?
Yes, I do.
Please pass the gavel. I know, I have my own way of doing things. I was inaugurated into the Division D, if anybody who was there, we got some pretty hefty duties put on by our international president. It was pretty crazy, and somebody grabbed my butt, so.
Scandal.
Please hide that.
I'm on it.
Okay, Hattie, you are our Vice President of Membership. As Vice President of Membership, it is your sole responsibility to ensure that no member ever gets left behind. You are responsible to make sure that each and every member gets a hug from every single meeting. You are also responsible for ensuring that if people don't show up for the meetings, that they get lashed publicly. In addition to that, as new guests come in and visit, you are responsible to hound them until they sign up. Do you accept the responsibility as Vice President of Membership?
Only if hugs are above the waist and if I can do the lashing.
Agreed. All right, let's pass this down. All right, Priya, you are going to be the club's Vice President of Education. What this means is you're responsible for ensuring that each and every person is educated. If they come in uneducated, you are to educate them. Okay? You will ensure that each one of them understands exactly what their role is going to be in the upcoming week. And if they don't show up for their role, issuing punishments.
Okay?
Yes! In addition to your role of issuing punishments, you will ensure that each meeting is going to go smoothly because everybody has signed up and agreed to do their role out of fear of what you will do if they don't. Do you accept this responsibility?
Everyone be afraid.
Thank you.
And last, but certainly not least, we have Susan Morgan. Your role is the most important of them all. As the club's president, you're kind of like the CEO. You sit above everybody else, and you look down at them and you say, what'd you do today? As the club's president, you're also the club's cheerleader. That means you must wear mini skirts and ring pom-poms on a regular basis.
Okay.
You are to hold officer meetings on a regular basis, whatever that means to your club, to ensure that everybody is on the same page. If any of your officers get out of line, you should publicly humiliate them in front of the entire club. Do you accept this responsibility?
I do.
This is your new club officers. They're excited to be here. Be afraid. They just agree to all kinds of weird things. Thank you so much for your service.
Thank you very much, Michelle.
I need you to keep holding that for just one moment. I'd like all of the members here to please stand up.
The remaining ones.
Members, do each and every one of you promise as members to assist the club officers in whatever duties they need assisting in? If they're going to be absent, you'll jump up, you'll stand up, you'll say, here, I can help out. If they fail in any of their duties, publicly shame them as well. And at the end of the day, report back if they do anything that you don't like to your area director. Your area director is Bob Fisher. Don't tell me about it. No, I'm just joking. Seriously though, do you all agree to support your club officers as they go through this great next 6 months?
Yep.
And do you all agree to support your club?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And thank you, a round of applause for our new club officers. As of midnight on January 1st.
Let's get together with Michelle here.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you want to
come here? Anyway.
There you go. All right. Beautiful. All right. Give each other a hug.
Uh-oh.
Do like a huddle, we have to get closer.
Well done.
Thank you all for having me. Okay.